what's in my eyes, my eyes. I'm seeing the sun through the dark and the grey. Feeling the sun in the light of the day. Never turns my way. I'm not breaking. Somewhere in love in a space I don't know. In a massive city of stone. Even though I'm not breaking.
Hey YouTube, so instead of doing a review this time, I'm just kind of doing a blog thing because I didn't actually finish an anime this week to review. Now I could have done like a different anime I'd already seen, but I don't know, it just didn't really appeal. I'll probably do that later. But for now, just so I can have a video out this week, I'm doing this. This is Dakota. It's kind of like my friend that got me into anime. So, like, not directly, but like he was my anime friend. Anyways, we're just gonna sort of talk about various anime things.
What was your first anime?
I guess technically, I guess that's Kiki's Delivery Service, just because I grew up with that VHS tape.
Mine is Ghibli.
Other than Kiki's Delivery Service, my first anime, like the anime that got me interested in anime was Princess Mononoke, which is also a Ghibli film. I watched all the Ghibli films after that. And then after that, I felt lonely and depressed because I was like, well, there's no more Ghibli films. What do I do? So I just Googled good anime series, and Clannad was my first anime series, and that really got me started.
My first?
Can you even remember?
I've watched so many. If Tsunamis count, it would be Naruto. If they don't, it would have to be Zero no Tsukuyomi Familia.
I can't remember the English name. Familiar of Zero.
Yeah, Familiar Zero was my first. And from there on, it just kept getting worse.
I'm also really excited about a show called Mikaku City Actors, which is adaptation. I don't know why they didn't I don't know why they changed the name, but it's from the manga Keijiro Days, which is yeah, I don't know. It's pronunciation. Anything I say in any of my videos might be mispronounced.
Severely.
I don't speak Japanese. Which is also based off of a Vocaloid series, which is Keijiro Project. I don't even really like Vocaloid. They kind of annoy me. To be honest, I don't know.
Sometimes.
Right.
Some of the Vocaloid is okay.
I don't think I've heard it. I haven't heard like all the Vocaloid. I haven't heard very many even.
There was one Vocaloid that I heard that was okay, but it wasn't.
I remember just because I liked the manga Keijiro Days, I watched the Keijiro Project Vocaloid series, and I really liked one of the music videos. I forget which one it was, but it was like, I believe in the music video, like it was a story of like a boy and a girl. The girl got hit by a car or killed somehow, and they kept and then the boy kept going back in time and trying to save her life, but she would always die anyway from like falling downstairs or just something else. Like it was just fate that she died. This is just like Steins Gate, really. So I really like the video, but the music, I didn't like the music.
Have you seen the new season for Steins Gate?
What do you mean?
They came out with a new season.
Like a whole new season?
Technically, yes.
I know there's a movie I haven't
It's a
watched.
form of season, I guess it would be called. It has something to do with Steins Gate.
Huh.
It was on NW Anime for a while.
I haven't heard of it.
I'll see if I can find
Wait, is it Robotics Notes?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like, those are weird, because it's like not really a sequel. It's set in the same universe, but it doesn't have anything to do with Steins Gate, really. It's just, no, it's just set in the same universe. Different characters, different story, different everything. No mention. Okay, they make like references to Steins Gate occasionally.
Well, that's stupid.
But I actually did watch that.
Any good?
No, I don't like it. It tried to be everything at once. If you've ever seen a show like that.
I don't know, what do you think? I watched the Love Room. It tried to do everything.
Okay, well, it depends. Like Moto Love Ru. Moto Love Ru is my favorite because it was just ecchi. Like, it was just short, ecchi skits. There was no anything. And the just like original To Love Ru, just the first season, was my least favorite because, yeah, there was like a crappy drama at the end that I was supposed to take seriously. I'm like, oh.
The newest one, Darkness, is my favorite. There's an actual... It actually follows a story.
Yeah.
Plot line.
It wasn't my favorite. I did like Darkness, though. It's pretty good. Glad I did that. Another cool thing they're coming out with in April... Not April, sorry. I don't know when they're coming out with it, but they just announced this like 10 days ago. Second season. Rara.
Oh, that'll be good.
Yeah. I love Rara.
As long as they don't screw it up.
Yeah, see, the problem with the Rara is that the first half was awesome. And the second half was, yeah, it ruined the whole thing. It's because they focused on like the high school kids that just weren't interesting. I really think they need to focus on Isaiah, Shizuo, and Celti. It's like, spoiler alert, I'll put a link to skip it. Isaiah's got Celti's head and everything. He's like trying to start this big war. And they never did anything with that, and I was so pissed. Like, they really could. That's so much more interesting than whatever bullcrap high school.
It would have been nice to see
shit
a
is.
war. Like, there's the fights in every freaking episode.
Yeah, and Isaiah's a badass. Like, I want to see him do stuff.
But it would have been awesome seeing all of them getting into a bloody war and seeing who came out on top.
I want Celti to find her head, and Isaiah. It'll be good. I hope they do this.
Yeah.
It's the second season's supposed to be
What happened to her head?
6 months.
They never say?
What?
Did they never include what happened to her head? I never finished.
No, they just have Isaiah has her head, and he's gonna start a big war with it, and then the anime ended. Like,
Because I saw all but the last 2 episodes.
what?
Yeah.
If you get that far in an anime and then just not finish. I only have 2 more, I'm not gonna finish it.
I don't know. Normally I don't do that. You know that.
Alright.
But an anime you haven't seen would be Strike the Blood. They're out on episode 23 or 24. It's a vampire, supernatural story. Yeah. Action.
I haven't seen many anime about vampires. However, I do know every time there's an anime about a zombie, they always call him a vampire.
Or they put him in a pink dress.
Yeah. Zombie. Korea zombie desuka. So that's a fun show. Kind of. I don't know. Actually, I'm pretty sure I marked that lowly.
Yeah, it's the low one, but it gets a laugh out of you when you need it.
It's exactly what we were talking about earlier. Like, it starts out comedy, it's funny, and then
Then
like,
it gets serious.
Yeah, the second half of the series, like, you're supposed to take it seriously, and I can't. It's ridiculous.
If you start out with comedy, you gotta stay with comedy. If you start out with serious, you gotta stay serious.
Well, that's not always true because Clanad.
Never watched it.
You played the visual novel, right?
Part of it. Unable to finish it, then erased the hard drive.
Did you never do that, like the after story, like the Geese's route or second route, whatever?
I got through the first round.
Not that interesting.
I always like games.
You need to watch Clanad.
Is it that painful?
It's important. It's so good. I love Clanad. It's on my top 5 still.
See, shows like Clanad and what's the one show where basically they start out on the not canon, but that's another one.
Angel Beats.
I liked Angel Beats. Not Angel Beats. It was
Air.
yeah, Air.
Air.
When they started out on the pier type thing on the wall. In high
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
I can't watch those kind of animes
Why?
normally. They're too slow.
Angel Beats is one of those.
Angel Beats is
It's in the same exact group.
Angel Beats is different because within the first episode somebody gets shot in the head.
So,
And or shop.
there's like that cool robot thing in the ad where they have like the robot in a different world and the girl that's alone in that world,
Yeah.
which doesn't really make sense throughout the entire series, but whatever, it's cool.
Alright, I'll give it a chance.
Better.
Maybe.
So like I said, that was the first series I watched, and to this day is on my top 5 still. And that's like one of the only animes I really rewatch. Like I rewatch scenes from Fanad a lot. My favorite episode was the Rockstar episode about like Amino is one of the side characters.
Suzumiya.
What do you mean? What?
What did you think about Suzumiya?
Oh, Harley?
Yeah.
Well, that depends. Which
The first season.
the first season was good. The second season was equally good, but Endless 8 is an interesting. I watched all of those. I sat down and watched every episode of
You
Endless
poor
8.
bastard.
And I can't say I liked it, but it was an experience. I'm glad I did it. It was, I don't know, like I was bored of it and I wasn't at the same time. I was just kind of in like a mindless trance where I was like, whatever, I'll watch the same thing again.
Hey, look, that's different.
Yeah, just point out different things. Like, he's wearing a red shirt now. Ugh. We're getting serious now.
I have a challenge for you. Keep watching those until you find all the differences.
All the differences? I don't know if I can find all the differences. Because every scene's pretty much a little bit different every time because they reanimated it every time. They didn't reuse any scenes.
Really?
Yeah. They redrew the entire episode every episode.
I didn't know. Let's go from the happy Suzumiya to the depressing
Good.
Grave of the Fireflies.
I love that movie. So it's really good. It's one of my favorite
It's a Ghibli movie that's set during World War II.
Yes, too.
During World War II, about 2 orphan children in Japan. It's really a sad movie.
Yeah, it's like the only Ghibli movie that's not like fluffily, it's not like it's not a family movie. Like it's not for kids. It's sad. It's terrible. There's death and depression.
It's a movie that if you want to cry,
And I cried.
this is a movie for you to watch. River cried, I laughed. I know that's horrible.
I didn't cry the first time I watched it. I cried the second time. I cried even more the third time. And I cry even more every time I see it. I still really like the movie though.
What's your favorite Ghibli movie be?
Either Grave of the Fireflies or Princess Mononoke. You really have a hard time deciding. Because I don't really consider Grave of the Fireflies like a very Ghibli-esque movie.
Yeah.
It just kind of has the Ghibli title. It's not at all like a Ghibli movie.
Yeah. They're no longer making movies. Did you hear?
Yeah, Hayao Miyazaki's like keeps retiring and then not retiring and retiring again. I think he's done for good though. Sadly.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully. I'm hoping that he makes one more great work.
His The Wind Rises, or whatever, like the newest Ghibli movie, was on the Oscars.
Really?
Yeah, I was excited. I was like, "There's an anime on the Oscars." Yes.
Valley of the Wind.
The Wind Rises. Nausicaa's The Valley of the Wind is like her old one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's kind of like
I think it's Walt Disney. I started it up and that's what it was instead.
Ghibli is like published by Disney here.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if Disney does the dubbing or how that works. I think they do, but don't quote me YouTube because I could be wrong. I think Disney definitely published them or has something to do with Ghibli because there's always Disney logos on Ghibli films. At least if you get like the English one, anyway.
Yeah.
Anyways, I definitely consider Princess Mononoke to be like the second version of Nausicaa, Valley of the Wind. It's like the same story.
Really?
But retold. Yeah. Like definitely like watch one with the other in mind. It's like the same thing.
So I'll have to find it.
Yeah, well, it's like they made Princess Mononoke and they were like trying to redo Nausicaa almost, and they made it a lot better. I like Princess Mononoke a lot better.
Which one came out first?
Nausicaa.
Okay.
Nausicaa's one. But it's very much the same thing, kind of like people versus nature, and there's like the forest and then the human civilization.
Personally, for myself, it'd be a toss-up between Mononoke, and Castle in the Sky Laputa.
One more similarity I'll point out is that Princess Mononoke has the giant like animals, and Nausicaa has the giant bugs. Anyways, yeah, Laputa is pretty good too. Not my favorite. I think Laputa is a lot like their other stuff. Like it's like the image of Ghibli is Laputa. Like that's the kind of movie they make. Movies like Laputa.
Actually, it's been a while since I've seen Laputa because I don't have it until today. But it's absolutely my favorite anime of all time.
Really?
Yes.
Castle in the Sky?
Yep.
My favorite anime is so hard. I have no idea. I have like a list of like 6 or 7 animes that I just consider my favorites. Requiem for a Phantom.
That's my third.
Clonad After Story. 5 centimeters per second. Yosuga no Sora.
That's a good one.
It's lovely.
What's 5 centimeters about?
It's I think I've shown it to you. It's a romance movie.
Okay.
But it's I don't know. It's like slow and sentimental, and I really like it. I also really like Hodorumi no Mori E. Is also a favorite of mine. It's a lot like 5 centimeters per second. I also really like Rainbow, ergo Proxy, and like Kino's Journey. My list is a lot longer than I said it was. Shut up. I'm fine. If I had to name my favorite, it's really close between those 3. Requiem for a Phantom, Clonad After Story, 5 centimeters per second. It's one of those 3.
Requiem of a Phantom I showed you.
Yeah.
And at first you were like, I won't like this.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Well, it's because like the first scene of Requiem for a Phantom has like that cheesy pink car and like the kind of like fast, almost 80s style like music, and
yeah.
then there's like he's just like shooting guns, and then there's the girl in the maid costume. Like it's just bad first impression. And there's the girl with the tits. There's only one scene in that entire show with tits, and it's in the first scene. So you're showing someone the show, and the very first thing it shows them is boobs.
Have you seen any mental animes lately? Like that messes with your head?
Psychological?
Yeah,
It's
psychological.
my favorite genre, of course.
Any good ones?
Yeah, I did 2 reviews recently on psychological anime.
Still have to watch them.
Yeah. Rainbow. It's really good. It's about 7 prisoners.
Okay.
All go to jail. I love that show. There's also Welcome to the NHK, which is not really psychological. It could have been easily.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's more of a comedy.
I've seen up to 13. Did you finish it?
I did.
Okay. Did it get better and better?
Yeah.
Like it was?
13, like the mid-season finale was terrible. I hated it. What is that whole, spoiler alert? It's that whole, like, suicide island or whatever.
Yeah.
I thought that was stupid. However, the rest of the series is pretty good.
Okay.
There's like one screw up. I really like the gaming route, where they have a route about like he gets addicted to an online game.
That was funny.
Yeah, that was one of my favorites. Falls in love with a cat girl and everything. Good for you.
But yeah, if there's any good animes that you all would recommend, comment them, I would guess. Alright, comment them and we'll check some of them out.
Also, since I'm kind of like a newer reviewer, I'm trying to, pick up things like please or like recommend animes for me to review. I will review them for you. Assuming I've seen them, but don't let have faith. I've seen a lot of anime. Just ask away. I will likely have at least heard of it. Anyways, YouTube, I love you.
Bye bye people.
Kiss me goodbye, and I'll see you next time.
But